Good morning, Elizabeth Ellis here with Tradeflix Incorporated, looking at Euro USD and entered 4 trades on this red line here at this level, the 12,187. As you can see, the dashed lines are the end of the expiry. This thicker dark line is the top of the next hour. So this one is in the money. The first one, the second one, looks like they're all going to be in the money. Unless, of course, price happens to come all the way back down to this red line within the next 30 minutes. And I don't see that happening. We are at a resistance level here. You can see the 5-minute chart inflecting right here. But we have support holding price with the 15-minute inflecting up and the 30-minute also inflecting up. So this trade is looking good. I'm just going to let this recording play the rest of this price action out. And real quick, something that I had noticed that I've been doing that might help you is I would buy the top and I would sell the bottom. So like down here, after it had made all of this move to the downside, I would sell it. And I noticed after looking over my trades yesterday, I got a marker board out and I kind of just wrote on there, thinking of today, thinking of how I was going to look back at this board and see that, I kind of put up there, to remind myself that every time I buy at the top, I lose. Every time I sell at the bottom, I lose. So the first thing I wrote on there was bought the top again. And after that, I bought the top one more time. Actually bought it twice. The first time I won, because there are times where you can do that, and that's what was confusing me. I was staying in a state of confusion because I didn't slow down, I didn't stop for a minute and just really make a decision. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be buying the top and I wasn't supposed to be selling the bottom, but I kept doing it anyway. It wasn't really until I continued to do it and continued to lose doing it that I finally decided that, one way to trick my mind would be to say to myself that every time I do that, I'm going to lose. Again, there are exceptions, like when it's first breaking out, like you can see this inflection event right here. That one could have been a buy. This inflection could have been a buy as well, but these are just, they're supposedly reliable. I have a little bit more research and testing that I would prefer to do on that, to where I get to the point where I'm comfortable and I know how to trade that. But for the most part, those are going to reverse. The only reason they didn't reverse this time is because we have the higher time frame charts moving in that direction, still moving in that direction, right? And they're at the beginning of that move. They are, like for example, if you look at the 15-minute chart, the 15-minute chart has crossed through %D, and it has all this room to the upside. It has all this room to continue to raise price. So that's why it's working here. But what I would find myself doing is I would do this at the end of a move when the higher time frame charts have already come all the way to the other side and they're setting up, getting ready to reverse. So it's okay to buy these inflection events when the higher time frames are still making their run across the indicator. Like this inflection event right here would possibly be a good, I'm not going to say it possibly would be a good place to trade, but it could be. It could be. The question is, am I willing to risk it? And honestly, because I've lost so many times doing that, I'm not willing to risk it right now. I'm bringing myself back to a more basic level. I'm not trying to be fancy and, I'm not trying to be all, acrobatic with the market, I guess is a way to put it. But you can see how it's dropping now. So, that makes sense. Also, now that we have the 5-minute flat, it flattened out. It's hinged over a little bit. So we are at a potential reversal here. And I would say that I would be better off just watching it for the moment to see if the 5-minute chart really is going to come into support, cross through support, weaken that 15-minute, but that 15-minute is looking very strong. It even has the 30-minute chart supporting it. So looking at the 1 minute, you can see price is going up. This trade is going to close in the money, and we have now been in this move for 45 minutes. So we're potentially coming towards the top of this move, the end of this move. The further to the right that we get on the indicator, as we start to see these lower lows, especially seeing them on %D, the green line, we know that we're coming close, and we want to be looking at the higher time frame charts to confirm the reversal. Right now, they're not ready, but they are getting closer, obviously, the further to the right that we get. So yeah, I'm providing signals to a small signal group. You're more than welcome to join us. There's a free trial, and then $47 a month only. So normally I am looking to send these type of signals where you get 4 trades in one. And in case you didn't know, to be qualified for day trader tax write-offs, you want to get 4 trades a day on average. So I look to give you, I have on the website 12 trades, but honestly, if I just give you one, that's enough for you to make money. So if you're interested in that, you can visit my website or inbox me on Facebook for more details, and I'll look forward to having you join the group. So we're just going to let this play out. And we pretty much already know that this last trade is also going to close in the money. So because you can also see that the indicator has come all the way to the bottom, but support is still holding on the chart. Like price really hasn't dropped much. So that's also an indicator to you that we are still moving higher with this price. Okay, so about 18 minutes left before these 4 close out. Now, if we look at the 5-minute chart, the 5-minute chart looks like it's more likely to come into support. The only thing is, and that's just looking at the 5-minute chart, if we take into consideration the higher time frame charts, the higher time frame charts are saying, well, let's expand it out and get a better, get a bigger picture view here. The 15 is saying, it's saying buy, although it could still drop again because we have a lower low on the chart and the indicator. The 30-minute chart. The 30-minute chart is, it's a little bit unclear. It's actually coming in between these two red lines is the neutral zone. So it could cross into the neutral zone and then flatline, which would be very unclear, unstable, unreliable conditions on that chart. And then the 1-hour chart is in the neutral zone right now. Percent D is the green line. Percent K could pop up. One thing that I didn't do when I jumped into that trade, these 4 trades, was I didn't look at the 4-hour or the 1-hour chart. So the 4-hour is saying sell, the daily is saying buy. This 4-hour most likely could be a just temporary market correction, just a temporary pullback. Everything is moving higher on the monthly and the weekly. And considering where the weekly is, we look like we have, if you just look at the candles, we look like we have a lot of room to move to the upside. That doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but it does make a person, it does make me think that. But with the indicator already being on this end, most likely we're going to come back into support again before that happens, if that does happen. Alright, so that trade just closed out, and all four of these trades won. Don't forget, join me on my live signals Monday through Friday. Only $47 per month. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, cancel. It's up to you. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.